So good afternoon to everyone in the live room. Let's get these messages out. Glad you can all hear. Perfect. So good afternoon and welcome everyone in the live room. Good afternoon, Akeem, Alexei, Damien, Frank, Gary, Kieran, Mike, Niels, Praveen, Jesper, Svenja, Ulrich, and I'm sure a few more will be along very shortly. So, and of course, a big welcome to everyone currently watching through the live stream channels. My name is Maurice Rothwell, English trading coach here at Traders Club 24, and today is the 12th of May 2021. We're logged in for the US market opening power hour. So, yeah, let me switch over the screen. I'm currently, so left it a bit late here. We're going to get into the introduction soon, so I'm just in the middle of releasing that DAX hedge from yesterday. I'm hoping it's going to continue its fall. It almost closed earlier, just below the top here. Kind of opened it up in a bit of a bad situation. So just poising myself for the manual exit, waiting to see it drop below that daily pivot. If we get the drop below, I'm hoping so. So while we wait for that, as always, we're going to get started by looking at the economic calendar. Or is it going to drop? Yeah, I don't like to open up our live room in such an intense moment. However, we almost got our closure earlier, so we just need to dip below the daily pivot, which I think is going to be very difficult. Here's our original take profit anyway. So we're creeping down very, very slowly. Is it going to break it? And here it comes. Go on. Ah, did exactly the same as before. Just won't break that daily pivot. So as soon as we make it past that dotted line, we're going to click for the manual. It's just impossible. And then we go back up the charts there. So as always, we're going to start off by taking a look at the economic calendar. As always, take an overview of what's been going on throughout the day. There's been a lot of news announcements coming out today. So there was, I wasn't trading this morning, so I wasn't in the live room. Christian was in there with all of you. And yeah, I'm not sure. Here we go. It's €11 loss. Oh well. Let me take a look at the Vola box. €46 loss. Oh well. I'm happy to just get out of that trade. To be honest, it was too big. We'll make that back now anyway, no problem. So that's one hedge done and dusted. Let's take a look at the economic calendar. So a lot of news announcements today. So a lot of German news, English news coming out. There was a lot of it. And as we look throughout the day, a lot of US news over the lunchtime period. So at 2:30, we had quite a lot coming out. Yeah, there was actually a really big movement. We've got some more news coming out during our power hour today, so that's good. If we take a look, yeah, as you can see, even the DAX, we had a huge drop here, 118 points. If we take a look at the Nasdaq, also 200 points drop. And also here in the Dow Jones, also nearly 200 points dropped. Gold also had quite a big spike down. So across all the markets, New Zealand dollar, US dollar, huge drop. It was a crazy piece of news. I've actually got the information here. So one moment. So the annual inflation for the US 4.2%, monthly inflation 0.8% above expectations. So of course that sent the markets rattling through. So the expectations were about monthly net, or the annual net inflation was expected at 2.3 and the monthly at 0.3%. So yeah, when we've got the expectation or the prediction was that it was going to be 2.3% per year, 4.2. So of course, huge difference there. That's why we had such a big movement in the markets. 10 minutes until our opening. So yeah, we can expect some. I'm expecting there to be quite a lot of volatility actually at the opening. Oh, look at that, and the market drops. I'm too impatient, you see, I had to get out of it, otherwise we would be in a big profit, but that's not important now. Yeah, so I've actually placed some more daily strategy trades on. So, you know, this is our signal scanner for the markets, all of our directional trades. One did close, the one that I made yesterday, which I think was, I don't think it's there anymore. No, it was here. So this was the one that we made yesterday. However, our sell stop, it was around here, I think, where we made our trade. So we got out of that pretty easily. I've actually taken the trade again today, just as because the candle is now complete, it's now officially a trade signal, as we can see here in blue. I've made the S&P 500 currently in a small minus. We've got GBP AUD over at the top, currently in a very small minus, and then we've also got GBP Swiss franc. So that one, no. Oh, I got two GBP AUDs on actually. Okay, maybe the wrong one closed. Either way, yeah. So they're the trades that we've got on. We do have one coming up on the daily, a possible trade. So depending on where this candle is going to close on the Dow Jones, we might even be in store for a sell position. So let's keep our fingers crossed and see if we get anything. In terms of setup so far, what we're going to start off with, as always, I'm going to start off with our Nasdaq charts, and we've got a nice vola box sitting there waiting for us to take it. So a little bit late to take that trade. Maybe we'll get a small retracement from the Fibonacci and straight into the trade. If not, however, we can always come over to our next Nasdaq chart and we can take that big number trade just here with the Swiss box. So what's that? 13.1. So that's going to be my pending box. We can always chop and change that as the market moves. So if the market's going to come through our vola box and towards the top, we can just close that pending and take the top one instead. However, it looks as if the market might just creep down, or creep down, I say creep, more like shoot down at the opening, or up. Who knows what's going to happen. So next market, gold. So gold is doing very well. So very big performance there on gold the last few days. Big pump up. Still waiting to see what's going to happen, whether or not we're going to get a huge dump in the price as we've been watching. MTX on gold, no signals so far today. There was actually a buy signal earlier, very good signal, in fact, completed. An incorrect sell signal here because of the daily pivot being so close. However, that was also a completed signal just there too. New Zealand dollar, US dollar, currently no available signals there. So a completed signal earlier, in fact, at 2:30. However, I think that would have been a bit too volatile to actually create that trade. As you can see, the markets really did go for it at that time. So there's no trades that we can take at the moment on the MTX. We've got 3 trades here on the daily. We've got the 2 pending here on Nasdaq. Next one I want to take a look at is gold. So we can take this vola box on the bottom. Not sure again if we're going to get there. However, we can set that as a pending order and line it up ready for the opening. Dow Jones. So Dow Jones, again, lots of movement. Huge drop there at the news announcement for the inflation rates. I'm expecting that this opening is going to be quite eventful, to say the least. I'm going to set a pending order here at that on that vola box, and then over here, I'm going to set that top big number. So our vola box is around this area just here. I'm going to set that top big number there. So at 34,200. And we're going to set that and wait for the boxes to trigger. So that's pretty much all of our boxes set up. Shame that we took a small loss on that DAX. Right now we would have actually closed that with about €300 profit, but I was too frightened that we were going to get another bounce back up. So what can I say? Better safe than sorry. Hey, better to take a small minus of 50 or 40 euros than to be back up here and in a big drawdown of 400 or 500 euros. So the regulars in the live room know me well. Maybe a few of the new faces have not yet seen the my trading style, should we call it. So a bit of an aggressive stance, but it pays off. So I hope you all had a good morning. Let me take a look back at the DAX from this morning, what's been going on. I did see that for the German members here, I did see that Carlos was in the 7th trade this morning. So I think he was quite lucky to get out of that trade. But apart from here, obviously, had quite a bit of movement. I mean, if we take it from where we're all trading from, so about 100 points of movement there throughout the morning session. FTSE, even the FTSE had a huge drop. Let's have a look. So FTSE actually did pretty well this morning. So a very nice opening trade there. Very nice box there. Straight first thing in the morning, first trade in, straight out at the opening. And then here we've also had some very good trades there on the big number. What's that? 15, not quite out, not quite out. No. Okay, so that one would have actually gone on for a while here. And maybe 2 trades there today so far. So we just triggered into our gold box. We've got 3 minutes until the opening, so let's wait and see what the plan is. So is that the first trade? Just want to check something here and see if we can have a look, see if we're going to edge our way back up to the top there on gold. As we can see, we're in a very big range at the moment. And here we start triggering our boxes now. So there's our first trade in the Nasdaq 2. So I know I normally wouldn't, I always say that I never move the take profit on the first trade in the Swiss boxes. However, it is gold, so gold is yeah, 0.06 lots is not a lot, but however, we can see here there's not really much chance of us getting into another trade around here. I'm not going to place a second trade around the daily pivot. So if we do make our stretch up, our next goal is probably that top vola box. And if we come down to the bottom, well, we'll be in the second trade. So I don't think I would extend it down to here. As we can see, the daily low is still not that low. However, we've already been up to this level once or twice today. So, or once at least. So I think it's a fair goal for us. So far, nothing on the Dow Jones as of yet. So maybe we're going to come in for our big number trade. I'm going to take a look. So let's have a look around. Nasdaq doing well. Not really much else that we can do. Let's see if we break past that daily pivot and flip it round to a supporting line. Would be nice. And here's the opening just taking place now. So we're back in the charts on the top side, coming in for the second trade. And there goes the Dow Jones. So in our first trade in Dow Jones long on the Vola box trade. This is going to be the interesting one, watching the gold. See how it's going to play out. Seen as the inflation rates rising for the US dollar, it should mean that the price of gold against the US dollar should theoretically skyrocket. We can always prepare for a manual exit there too. Let me just flip over to the other screens, see where we're at. So we're already out of that first trade in the Dow Jones there. So that's one trade done. So already bought that down here. So that's two trades closed. So that was another one there also from our Nasdaq trade. So the second one, we can delete that bottom box and we'll go for the big number trade. So that's two trades down, done and dusted. Already bought that minus down to just 18, which we can close this one now if we wanted gold. It was at 18 euros, bring us back down to break even for the day. However, we'll let it play out. See, we'll come back into the Vola box trade. Dow Jones. Let's refresh this. Yep. So we've had those. We've got a few more bits coming out. So in half an hour, we got the some Bailey speech from England. So it's gonna hopefully play well for our GBP trades just here. GBP AUD. So that's us out of another trade again there on the Nasdaq, once again in and out, and then we go into the next trade. So check the Vola box, down to just a €4 minus at the moment. 4 trades in, and we've got our third Swiss box now open on the Nasdaq. So it looks like we're about to get out of that trade. And here on Dow Jones, still very rangy in the middle there between our two boxes. I tell you what, do we close it? Do we wait and see what happens? We're currently at the resisting line here, as we can see over the past day, like over the day. Markets have been sort of bouncing off of this area that we're resisting from now. So idea is, should we break that resistance, that we should at least get up to around here. Let's wait and see. See how it reacts with that daily pivot line as well. Just stuck between that resistance and daily pivot. Resistance, support and resistance. And here comes Dow Jones. Are we going to get a trigger on that box? So gold really stuck at this level at the moment. Definitely waiting for it to. It's a very strong support. I mean, we should expect it to really reach up for the same level once again. So that's us out of the trades once more. So Nasdaq finished on the big number trade, just closed. Dow Jones is also closed, so we can make that big number once again. So great volatility so far. We're up 23 euros, so 0.13%. We still got a few more trades running, so technically we should be up 60%, 60 euros at the moment if we took away that minus from the hedge release on DAX, but we can't win them all. It comes already into the first trade again. Are we going to get it on the Nasdaq again? Here comes gold. So there's the break. It looked like it was going to break. So we should be able to get at least towards this level. So there's the next trade. So we're in trade number 2 now. For some reason that stop loss is on the take profit. And there comes MTX, nothing. Let's go on the 15-minute. Nope. New Zealand dollar, US dollar, 5 and 15, nothing. So DAX really pushed up there. So it was a nice exit. Trade number 3. Can always extend that just a tad down towards our next box, which is here at the vol box on the other chart here. So just extend that take profit, see if we can trigger. Bit of a turnaround for gold. A bit like an NFP day trading in terms of volatility. There comes Nasdaq. Pop, pop, pop. Is it going to continue? And I was hoping it would just pop past it. There it is. And then we'll take the big number once again. And gold. Check out. I really want to wait until it breaks up in a direction, but so that's that. Dow Jones closed again. Take the big number once again. We also have that Vola box set out down at the bottom side too. So maybe we're going to get our Volabox trade triggered now, once again on Nasdaq. Let's take a look at the Volabox so far. So 8 trades closed, 61 euro, 0.34%. So that's already, we're flying away. Some good volatility here. I'm in two minds whether or not to close the gold trade. I think we can close it. We'll take the small profit. Now we close it, it's going to shoot. But we could be stuck in that for a while. So what just closed? Do we close another trade? Nope. Entered into the next trade in the Dow Jones. So let's check the Volabox once again. So almost at 0.5% already, 9 trades in. So we still got the 1 active trade and 3 pending. So it seems like we might be coming in for trade number 2 on the Dow Jones. So we've just missed our boxes there on the Nasdaq. We might be getting into the next trade on that big number once again. And of course, there goes gold, like I said. Let's check out the daily charts here. S&P 500. So let's take a look out. So we're, wow, it's a lot of growth indeed. So eventful. I mean, what, we're 13 minutes into the opening. 13 minutes into the opening. There's 8 trades that we've closed in 13 minutes. So, yeah, and we're almost 0.5% in. So that definitely a plus. So almost come out of our next trade there. And ever so close to closing our Dow Jones trade. Unfortunately, just fell short by a couple of pips. Second trade in now. Move that stop loss towards the top. Doubt we'll make it past this area anyway. You can see 1, 2, 3 triple top, all bouncing off the same zone. But even here, there's not really much point in pursuing that further. Maybe we can put it there in case we have an abnormal candle appear. However, highly unlikely. Just unlock those buttons and set ourselves up for a manual exit. However, market seems to be pushing pretty well. So that's out of that entry here. And then we've got our big number once again. Wow, today is flying. We're going to get the push. Stuck in that follow box at the moment. They're struggling to break out of this small vola box here. And there we go. Another lift. Hmm. Of course, the lower that these markets come, the better it works out for us anyway with the S&P 500 trade. So first trade in. No, just that one. So we've got that first trade in already. We've got these two trades here too. Coming in for trade number 3. Just set that down here. Customize that target to just down towards the bottom of that vola box above the Fibonacci line. As we can see, we're kind of in a bit of an uptrend. Say uptrend. It's only over the last hours or so. However, very easily achievable target just here. So I think I might even delete these two trades. GBP AUD, a small profit, 15 euros. Get rid of those two. And here comes the market. Trade number 4. And again, back up with the same idea. Back up towards that daily pivot this time. Of course, fourth trade, bigger lot sizes, bigger profits. I guess we can set this one just above, just up towards that same previous line that we've drawn out. And I think that will be it from us for today. We'll take this one. I'm going to delete this trade. I don't want it. And I'm going to delete that one too. We should have no more pending orders, just the 2 active trades, plus the S&P 500. Let's have a look. See where we're at. Trade number 3. Do you think we can make it down to the big number? Let's see. Let's wait and see. Trade number 5. So Nasdaq, and the big numbers are notoriously difficult sometimes. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck around that area. We can get them all to sink down. Then we can also close our S&P 500 trade. And what do you guys think? Hold out or close as soon as it gets past? Bit of a bounce back. Wow, 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 wow. Never close it. A lively session today indeed, Gary. So this is the markets that we're used to. Nice. So just a volatile market, even if the market's ranging, as long as the range is big enough. So like right here, we've got 130 points of range over the last hour, right? And as long as it's ranging within a big range and the volatility is there, it's, that is pretty much perfect conditions for the Swiss box. Because it doesn't matter where you place your box in the middle of that 130 point range, as long as the market's going up and down and up and down, this is going to take us in and out of trades. And yeah, each time that it moves 40 points, we're making profit. So I want to see these two close before we end the session. And we still got some minutes here. Let me refresh this once more. Got 3 minutes until English news or speech comes. And here comes, is it going to continue to drop or is it going to bounce? Let me check out Dow Jones. Dow Jones continuing the drop. I should have closed it maybe. Ah, slipped out too quick. Oh, well, we'll concentrate on this one anyway. Let's go out and have a look at the bigger picture. Oof. On the 4-hour chart. Look at that for what a crazy week that is, Up 800 points, then down 1,000 points. Crazy. So S&P 500 also creeping down there as well. Unlock that button. Ah, all right. 3 buy trades from yesterday. So that was actually from the day before. Yesterday is all finished. That was the day before we set those buy trades. Buy trades? Yeah, they were buy trades in Dow Jones. We closed them in perfect timing actually, because yeah, if we had left them open thinking that we were going to get the full retracement, we would have actually hit the stop loss on all of them right now and lost a 2K. However, we closed them inside the session. That's when we closed the rest of the hedge, because we closed all of the, well, we closed those 3 trades. Those 3 trades closed in what, about 500 euro profit. But we had already made some good profit that day, and then the hedge was 800 euro minus, so we just deleted that hedge. But we still ended the day with, yeah, 500 euro plus. So it was a good day. Here comes the market. So we got that news announcement just came out. This one. Wow, wow, wow. It's going to continue to drop. I would like to see it. And we'll close that one And here, so far today, so we're at 120. We're seeing there. So if I go to daily, where's the S&P 500? I'm going to close this manually in a second. I'll tell you what, we'll just close it there, small minus. Reason I've closed that and didn't hold on to it is just for the pure fact that tomorrow is holidays here in Germany, so bank holiday, and we're not going to be trading, so there's no live room tomorrow. However, I will be in the office on Friday to make sure you all have some. I see I have to become. Um, so I will be here on Friday to make sure you all have your live trading set. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it from us today. So there we've got our 132 euros and 5 cents for the day. So we've just done, yeah, what, let's call it 0.7% for the day. Plus we had that minus 40. So technically we could even be up for that full 1% profit for the day. But either way, we've had a really good day, amazing week. So massive hedge that we got rid of from Friday. Yeah, it's been a bit of a roller coaster this week. Just quickly, for those people who are currently watching through the live stream channels, if you would like to test these tools out for yourself, please visit the website TradersClub24.com. Click on the 30-day free trial, type in your email address, name, and number, and someone will contact you shortly to help you set up and go through the strategies with you on that. Yeah, so thank you all very, very much for joining. Tomorrow, no live room. However, Friday, we're coming in and we're going to see if we can squeeze some more juice out of the markets. Yeah, I hope to see you all in the live room. If you haven't already, for the new faces in the group, if you haven't already spoken with me or any of the other trading coaches, yeah, please send in an email right with the WhatsApp on the website. So you can actually just go on WhatsApp here, or you can go on the Skype and you can send us a direct message too. So yeah, if you would like to get these tools tested out for yourself, just go through the steps on the website, and that's it. So again, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Have a good Father's Day tomorrow for all of our German um, visitors in here. And of course, yeah, good luck for the rest of you traders tomorrow. And we'll be back on Friday. So, bye.